bed seats in the egg yolk mama. What? I know this summer. 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 Taking bed seats in the egg yolk mama. I know this summer. 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 Taking bed seats in the egg yolk mama.
Mr. Tea time, you fool! It's tea time, and we're sitting at the table, and my dad wants milk in his tea. Could you get me the milk? I get the milk. I sit down again. Then he wants butter for his tight butter hole. Could you get me the butter, he says. I get the butter, and I sit down again. Then he wants bath salts for his nose. Could you get me a mixture? Sorry, what did you say? I said, can you hear me? Yes. Could you get me the bath salts? Okay. I get the bath salts, and I sit down again. That's when my dad starts making a line of the bath salts along the edge of the table. Finger in, lick it. And then he starts snorting away like mad. That's when my dad's brain starts doing things. And then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his hair, he's up and down, up and down. He spits blood all over my face. He turns to us and he goes, and he just fell over and died. That's a shame. Then, suddenly, my dad, what does he do? He goes and stands up. He just stands up and he says, can I have a brain? I want some brains. I shouted out, shit, I'll have to get out of here! So I ran and went to the fridge. I climbed in and I locked it and I stayed there. Meanwhile, my dad was looking for me. I got out of the fridge, saw my dad on the ground, stuck on his side, mouth open, eyes staring, cock stiff, dead on the ground. It wasn't one of his tricks. And I cried. Fuck. The fanfic outing. Right, class 6. I mean class 6. Right, class 6. Right. I'm talking. I'm talking. I want complete quiet. And that includes you, David Hater. Yes, you. No need to turn around, David. There aren't any other David Haters here, are there? Vinyl scratch. It isn't absolutely necessary for your watch to play a turbo car pig racer just now, is it? Right. As you know, it was our plan to go out today to the Museum. Now, I had hoped that it wouldn't be necessary for me to tell you, yes, you as well, Rashid, you're in class 6 as well, aren't you? I saw that, Mark, I saw that, anymore, and you'll be out. No trip, no food ready, no telly, no one laughing, no jokes, nothing. I had hoped that it wouldn't be necessary for me to tell you how to behave when we go on a trip, but be necessary. And this is a nice but. You haven't heard a word I've said, have you, oh, ducks? This is a big but. I have to tell you how to misbehave, don't I? Nice. Yes, It is bzzy, but there's another reason, isn't there? Yes. Even as I speak. Would you believe it? I can see that YTP16 has opened her can of windmills. I don't believe it. I really don't. Do we have
Windmills.
at 9:30 at school? No. We have windmills at 12:15, but YTP16, you've already begun yours. If you remember last time, Bacon ate grey. Fruit had eaten all her sandwiches before she even got to school. Lord. John McLean sat on his balls and burst it, and Alfred Hitch put one of those little chocolate penises in his big butt, and yes, why not? It melted. Yes. So remember, lunch is when? Yes. Of course, lunch is at lunchtime, but when? 12:15. Correct. Now, when we get to the museum, of course, you're not listening, are you? 91. But then, of course, you didn't listen last time, did you? And then you wondered why you sat on the King's dinner after he'd already sat on it once. When we get to the museum, do we run about the corridors? Do we run around screaming? Do we go sliding on the shiny floors? No, we don't. Thank you, Mervyn. That's enough. I'm very glad you've got jizz in your cock, Mervyn. We're all glad you've got jizz in your cock, Mervyn, but what's it got to do with sliding on the floor of the Hollywood Museum? Precisely nothing. I'm very sorry, Mervyn, but nobody at all wants to know about the jizz in your cock, Mervyn. Now, when you're ready, when you're quiet, we'll all go. That doesn't mean leaping up in the air, does it? Sack, go, vinyl, scratch. Why is your watch now playing Where Phantoms Sleep? Yes, I know it could be phantoms can't hang, Zoe, but that isn't what we're talking about now, is it? Mervyn, if I hear about your jizz, your cock, or the jizz in your cock, if I hear about any of it once more, I shall give you to the ducks. Right, when there's complete quiet, you'll find your partners and stand by the door. Oh no, not another one of those little chocolate penises again, Alfred. Surely not. You cannot have Tylee and May as your partner because that makes 3, and 3 doesn't mean partner, does it? And perhaps you could put your comb in your snatch for at least 3 seconds, just giving us enough time to get to the door. Right, okay then, Class 6, we're off. Now! Hooray! Google fucking Plus! Ow! The Michael Rosen Fresh and Rap. You may think I'm happy, you may think I'm sad, you may think I'm crazy, you may think I'm mad, but hang on to your seats and listen right here. I'm gonna tell you something that'll burn your ear. A hip hop hat. I'm giving you all the Michael Rosen rap. A hip hop hat. I'm giving you all the Michael Rosen rap. I was born on the 7th of May. I remember very well that awful day. I was in my mother, curled up tight, though I have to say it was as dark as night. Nothing to do, didn't want to breathe. I was so happy, didn't want to leave. Then I hear some people give a shout, one push Mrs. Rosen and he'll be out. I'm telling you, that was a puzzle to me. I shouted out, how'd you know I'm a he? Doctor shouted, good Lord, he can talk. I popped out my headset, now watch me walk. I juked and jived around that room. Balam bam boola, balam da diddy boom. A hip hop hat. I'm giving you all the Michael Rosen rap. When I was 1, I swam the English Channel. When I was 2, I ate a soapy flannel. When I was 3, I started getting thinner. When I was 4, I ate the dog's dinner. When I was 5, I was in a band playing drums. When I was 6, I ate a bag of plums. When I was 7, I robbed a bank with my sister. When I was 8, I became Prime Minister. When I was 9, I closed all the schools. When I was 10, they made me king of the fools. So that's what I am, that's what I be, with an M, with an I, with a K, with an E. That's what I am, that's what I be, Mr. Mike, Mr. Michael, Mr. Rosen, Mr. Me, a hip-hop hat. I'm giving you all the Michael Rosen rap. Grow toenails!